to be calling you a radical. Nuclear warming versus nuclear warming. And so the left, who mommy told, let's review the left-right psychos. The dynamic that's got control, and fuck everybody else. They control our politics, they control our media, they control everything. So here's the fucking left on Trump. Can you believe he said no one's talking about nuclear warming? Oh, nuclear warming is very... Let's review. What does a nuclear energy reactor do? They're water boilers. You know how fucking hot they are? When they boil the water, why do you think they're all next to rivers and oceans? When the water comes in, it's so radically fucking hot and goes back out. I got a great idea. Let's boil all the Earth's water over and over and over, and that will cool down the Earth. This is how psycho they are. Okay, the whole thing. But let's talk about this. You believe Trump? I mean, one of the only fucking logical things Trump ever said in his fucking life. I can't stand fucking Trump because of his cover-up of Fukushima and his slashing the fucking tax rate on the fucking creeps that are looting this country. Not to mention the fact that he dumped all that fucking money out and caused fucking radical inflation. Him and Biden, the twinners. Here's the left. Can you believe? I'm Katie Couric, who used to hang out with fucking Epstein. So did Bill Gates, by the way. And Utah loves him. But they're going to clean up pornography. When they're handing fucking Bill Gates money for his jackalope factory every day, who hangs out with Epstein. Trump flying on Epstein's plane. Here, can you believe I'm Katie Couric? Can you believe Sarah Palin said that you can see Alaska? You could see Russia from Alaska. Mommy said Mommy fucking lied. Guess what? You can see fucking Russia from Alaska. Hello. Where do you think we got it? 2 cents an acre. By the way, Czar Putin says he's getting it back from you. So, Mommy said I was smart left. Mommy fucking lied to you. So, here's the radical, insane fucking right. They just make shit up. Jade ham, pizza value. I mean, just make shit up. Well, fucking Trump falls into that. Or Biden, fucking Trump. Tell me the fucking difference. And by the way, who's running the fucking country right now? Because old man Biden, apparently, my guess, he's in the restaurant. He doesn't even know where the fuck he's at. So who's running the country? Well, we know the same person was running the country when fucking Trump was here. Bezos, Gates, and fucking Musk and the lords. I mean, his fucking... Okay. Let's review. By the way, the well catastrophe, which Noah fucking declared over, which Noah ignored for 10 years, and then says, oh, unusual mortality event. Then I'm walking the coast of California, documenting the dead whales, documenting the starving to death fucking seals, the sick fucking seals, the fucking catastrophe as it's happening. A decade ago. Been doing it the whole time. Talk to Noah all the time. What's radiation levels fucking in the ocean? Not our job. Not your job. Now what's NOAA stand for? Isn't the O for ocean? Not our job. That's what America's become. Serfdom. You get a fucking, like here in Weber County, this fucking kid, the school lunch ladies right here out by my house is calling fucking Weber County. By the way, Weber County is the most corrupt place on the fucking face of the planet. Bar none. There's none more fucking corrupt than Weber County on the planet. I'm here to tell you. I can prove it over and over. Look at that guy backhanded the fucking migrant order in his face on video. He's a 300-pounder. Fucking stills. By the way, he looted fucking a few $100,000 out of the fucking PPE loan. It's on video. They don't do anything about it. The guy's 150, knocks his teeth out. This little kid who's 12 years old, the biological mother's calling. The lunch ladies see him digging through the fucking garbage can. The lunch ladies are calling Weber County officials who are paid to police it. Hey, he's starving to death. He's being abused to the 10th fucking power. Well, we're serfs. We have a job, and that's what it's become in America. We work for the government. So we just get a paycheck. We don't do anything. There's NOAA. There's the EPA. Well, there's fucking pretty well the serfdom of America and imperialism America. So let's talk about what is nuclear warming. Well, you know what? I've been calling it nuclear warming since March of 2011. Now let's review. What does the logo at Livermore say, California? What's Livermore? That's the nuclear lab where Kamala Harris's mother worked. Kamala Harris's mom, the epidemiologist at Livermore. That's the nuclear lab. And by the way, I want to ask you, who's looted more money? The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate or NASA? NASA. What the fuck do they? You know how much money pours into that fucking? What do they do with it? Put it in their pocket. Go ask Bezos and fucking. What do you think? Musk is all about the rocket shit. That's all fucking government pork. Fuck, what created fucking Musk? Government pork. But they hate. It's like here in Weber County, right here in this area. We hate the government. We hate the government. We hate the federal government. We hate the federal government. We hate more federal government employees here than per capita than anywhere besides DC. Fucking for real. The Air Force Base employs 35,000 fucking people. I saw a young woman the other day. She'd been out there for 10, 15 years. I said, what do you do? What's your job title? She didn't know. So, let's talk about nuclear warming. Now, was Trump talking about a nuclear weapon, which he has multiple times? Yeah, most likely. Or was it a Freudian slip? Because in the same conversation, Trump, for the first time since was president, used the nuclear meltdown, talked about it. Well, he said he wouldn't call Fukushima still. What happened in Japan? He said. And Musk, I flew to. Musk used the F word. He's in trouble. I flew to Fukushima and I ate some. Okay, all right, good for you. When the fucking nuclear meltdowns happened on the east coast of Japan, which is hammered the west coast, well, hammered North American continent. My work has proven it. So let's talk about what is nuclear warming. So all 410 nuclear reactors, which we're down into the 280s now, but there's uranium inside. When we knocked down 34% of all nuclear reactors post Fukushima. Go drop your dry gas container. So they boil water, giant fucking amounts of fucking water. And these cores, which is, and Musk says, mining's come on. Well, I got news, Musk. Hey, let me school you up on something. You have to mine to have nuclear energy. It's called uranium mines, and they're toxic. They're nasty as fuck. I mean, so they mine, and then they take the fucking uranium-238, and then they have to centrifuge it. What's that? Next time somebody tells you they're a pro-fucking nuclear, and this is my litmus test, I always ask them, well, Fukushima's all right. I just ask them, explain the centrifuge process to me. What's used in a nuclear energy reactor? We don't use uranium-238 naturally from the earth. That's not what we use. We use uranium-238. Can you explain how we get there? We don't split atoms. We smash fucking atoms. So how do we get that? We spin it in syrup, but it has to be hit with a fucking what we call hex gas, which is nasty, toxic, and fucking induces the fucking atoms out like this. It pulls it out to the outside in the centrifugal force, and then it's spinning the other way into that fucking other cylinder, in that cylinder, and then they collide together and they burst. And what happens, it creates a new fucking energy, the atom bursting, which has all kinds of radioactive, including plutonium, and all their daughters. A lot of them don't know. Californium, rest in peace. Tennesseum, rest in peace. Livermorium, test in peace. Yes, those are all very real fucking radioisotopes. By the way, Fukushima, which I came up with, Livermore, California, gets the awards for the three. Why'd they leave the bottom of the pyramid fucking? You know, I used to use the periodic table, and then I stamped FU right across the whole thing because plutonium trumps them all. This is new. So, the water boilers, when that water rushes across, that there's zirconium rods, there's fucking 21 to a bundle. They're about this tall. They take that uranium, Terran silk, what they put gloves on, they have to use gloves, and they turn it into a cake. It's a goo, and then they make pellets out of it. And the pellets they put into the zirconium. Why the zirconium rods they make there? Because zirconium, it won't melt because it can handle a lot of heat. I mean, tremendous amount of heat. So they're about that tall. They put them in the pellets. There's 21. Then they circle in the core, and the exchange begins. The exchange is so radical and so fucking hot, use a graphite container and concrete container around the fucking exchange to keep the heat fucking in. So when the water rushes over, they're giant fucking tubes. Tremendous amounts of water. When the water comes in, the exchange that's going on in that core, which is a sun, is so radical that the water fucking runs over it. It's so hot. Now, you put water on your stove, it takes a little bit to boil it, right? This is so radical and so fucking hot. When it runs over it, it immediately boils the water. Then the fucking steam rises up, turns the fucking turbines, which creates the electricity. But the problem is with these 40 years of spent fuel stored up on fucking site, we have to have electricity to keep the spent fuel pools cool and or heated. Where do they get that? They have external fucking sources coming in. For instance, if the Big Z's been shut down for fucking all these, they're having to use tremendous amount of electricity to keep that fucking pools fucking cool and or, I mean, all these reactors, because they were never set up to store spent fuel on site in swimming pools. So the heat, nuclear warming, the water pours back out into the ocean, into the rivers. In the meantime, I want you to take, we call it the cloud, right? As a marine biologist, we call it the cloud, the soup. So you go look at the ocean, it used to be soupy and cloudy, which that means it's healthy. That's what we call plankton. I mean, all the nitrogen fucking, and this bullshit that somehow where fucking photosynthesis isn't real, that we found dark matter on the bottom of the ocean producing, is a fucking total lie. And I'll tell you, watch that be debunked, and I'll fucking debunk it. That's bullshit. You know, we found it, rocks are producing, no they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's a fucking, again, another bullshit. It's kind of like quantum physics. I was doing my undergraduate work right there, and I had a great professor, and I remember I was standing up in class, and I was 17, 18 years old, and I'm like, you know, I was well-read on Einstein. I was already well-read as far as physics, chemistry, biology. I says, what are you talking about? This, you know, I was in my quantum physics class. How can you call this science? I read these papers on the photon here versus the photon here. When you shoot it here, why does it simultaneously appear here? Einstein called it spooky science at a distance. It's called entanglement, which has never been explained. And Einstein at the end of his life says, give up fucking all the quantum physics. It's crackpot science. It's a joke. There's no way the human mind can ever handle it. I tried my whole life to figure it out. You can't figure that out. Which has been proven over and over and over. Einstein too, from. So you're telling me, the German physicists, both of them, you're telling me that if I look up at the moon and see it, the other side of it is not dark? Maybe. So they took, this is just not that old a science. I mean, he was right. Einstein called it spooky science at a distance. So we call it entanglement. So I remember standing in the class, I says, how are you teaching this as science? All this like DeGrasse and fucking all these so-called quantum physics. They're not quantum physicists, they're philosophers. They just making shit up, including Stephen Hawking, who hung around with Epstein. I mean, the whole fucking clan, it's crackpot. It's not science. Now, biology is science. Chemistry is science, and I'm a biologist. I'm not a quantum physicist. You know, I can dive into that fucking heavy and fucking deep, but because that's unprovable. It's, again, we can't, that should be taught as philosophy. So in biology is very real. We can touch it, we can see it, we can see it, we can smell it, we can taste it, we can hypothesis, we can prove it. I mean, we could prove it. These are full blown out fucking meltdowns. It's a fucking hell of a way to boil a planet, Kevin Blanch, 2012. Albert Einstein, hell of a way to boil water. He was so anti-nuclear. And, you know, I think a lot about, and people always wonder, Einstein hated Oppenheimer with a passion. Really hated him. He hated the nuclear. Why did Oppenheimer pop that scumbag drop when Brahm told him he knew full well the Germans didn't have it? He did it because he's a genocidal fucking maniac. Einstein, why did Einstein hang out on Princeton his whole fucking life? I mean, most of that big part of his later life. He said it straight up. It's the only place I feel safe. He was worried the CIA was going to kill him. What? The CIA had a dossier on him clear back fucking in the 30s because he was the radical peace activist. He was all about peace. I'm a Quaker. He called fucking war a fucking sickness. He called it the modern day measles. Kevin Blanch. War is a disease, and anybody that fucking participates is inflicted with the disease. He hung out at Princeton because he thought the only place he felt safe. Why do you think I hang out here? When stupidity becomes patriotism, it becomes dangerous to become an intellectual. Oh, fuck, people try to fight me all the fucking time. It's coming. I remember this woman trying to fight me, and there's a dead fucking whale. I wrote Fukushima killed me on it in its own blood. Fucking starved to death. The whales are all starving to death, and Noah's saying it's fucking. Here's more of them starving. Another finback fucking starved to death right there in fucking Long Beach in L.A. I mean, that's the second one. Fuck, we know of. They're starving to death. They're young. Fuck. They're plankton feeders. The only one that eat fucking meat or other animals is orcas, and they're out of their domain because the Chinook salmon have fucking collapsed. I don't do fucking up. I do science. I do biology. Real. So heating the fucking water over and over and then dumping it back in, it fucking, when you boil it, it kills all the fucking nitrogen in the water. That is the staff of life. Nuclear warming. Well, Chernobyl was one meltdown. Brand new reactor, no spent fuel pools. Graphite that blew the fuck up and nasty. I mean, spewed fucking nuclear fallout all over. Downwinders, fucking. They closed farms in Scotland and UK because that's where the wind was blowing. It rained in Austria the next day. You should see all the fucking Chernobyl necklaces. Here we call them the Utah smiley face. Life excavated. Let's go to Moab. Okay, not me. Fucking. So Utah, the red dust. I don't do opinion. I lived in the bone marrow transplant center for all those years, for 5 years. The number one leukemia unit probably in the country, maybe the world. The world-renowned fucking Fimbo Peterson, probably the most famous. A lot of people say he's the best oncologist in the world. He's my doctor. Good name, Mark. He said he'd never seen an outbreak like in 2011, 2012. I lived there. I don't do opinion. I do biology. I do science. I do provable fucking facts. First you hypothesize the knowledge, then you do your field work, then you defend your fucking work, and if you were right, you're right. If you're wrong, you cannot be afraid to be wrong. You cannot be afraid to fucking be right. You do it, and it is what it is, and if you were right, then it becomes the new knowledge. Fukushima. Well, I got news. I was right. So, inside the bone marrow transplant center, Utah, right here, southern Utah makes up less than 10%. Much, much less than 10% of the Utah population where that hospital serves. Any given day, you go in there to this day. I'm part of the support group over there. Over 50% of everybody in that unit is from southern Utah. Look, you think 350 up in our test, which blew right over there, you think that went away? Oh, it didn't go away. And by the way, it didn't stop at the Juab County fucking line. And, you know, all these bootlickers, the compensation act, my dad got nuked to death in a Nevada test site. I got cancer. I'm born and raised in Utah 70. I never got a penny. Here's my mom. And so not a medal, not a nothing. I mean, because they classify it. They sequester the fucking truth. They fucking hide it, just like they have Kevin Blanch. They make a sequel out of me. What they did to my father, they're doing to me. I mean, trying. So, a nuclear meltdown never happened at my act. What's my act? Never happened at Santa Susana in L.A. Never happened at 3 Mile Island. Never happened even at Chernobyl. It's nasty. Now remember, 780,000 men went in and fucking were conscripted. Come on, let's go. Fucking, and they mined underneath it. Why would they mine underneath it? Because China syndrome is very fucking real. Fukushima's proven that. Every time they get a robot fucking ready to go in to look at those cores, which can have many, 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 many thousands of fucking degrees, the Japanese robots, they melt immediately. And this has been going on for nearly we're at 4,900 days. So, how hot is a meltdown? Well, let's go back to Livermore, California. Bringing star power to Earth. That's what these are. These are stars. How hot is that fucking star right there? How hot is it? Whew, what is it made up? We don't even know for sure what it's made of. But I know fucking right here, we're the skin cancer capital of the world. I'm at a mile high right here, and the sun shines all day, every day. Why are we still using coal? Ask Warren Buffett and fucking Bill Gates, who fucking own Rocky Mountain Power. Because they own the coal plants. Nuclear pork. The sun can give you cancer from 94 million miles away. We have 3 suns buried in the Pacific Ocean. Not my words, fucking, well, those my words, day one. It took fucking 60 minutes, 3,000 days to tell you what Kevin Blanch did in 1 hour. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl in 60 minutes. So you're telling me these are meltdowns on day 3, about 3,000? Yeah. Well, where are they? See those holes that are burrowed into the earth? Pacific Ocean right there. Well, this is like going to the moon, Leslie Stahl to Lake Barrett on 60 minutes. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. Which I told you. First shot pod, these are full blown out fucking meltdowns. They're going to fucking cover it up because they've infiltrated all academia. What am I going to do? Do my PhD fucking right here. Put the golden handcuffs on and put it into the JSTOR and hope Aaron Swartz goes and fucking downloads it and fucking puts it into the domain. And maybe get it to fucking WikiLeaks. I mean, don't you see academia has been infiltrated by the imperialists? The imperialists, Price Anderson, the Manhattan, they opened up the spigot and they never turned it. Free fucking money. Musk knows this. Bezos was born at Los Alamos, fucking knows this. Fucking his father, guys, the atomic fucking spokesman. They all know this. Fucking money for all. And Price Anderson, which we just got up for another 20 years, they don't have to pay it back. So how hot is a fucking core? Well, my estimate is fucking hundreds of millions of degrees. You heard me right, hundreds of millions. Google how hot a core, in not a meltdown, in all reactors is the water. Google how hot that is. And it comes out. We've done it. We've done it at Diablo Canyon. We did it at San Onofre. I did it many, many times at San Onofre in the day. Many times. We take boats up. And fucking, we found the pipe. You know, they put the pipe out there. We've done it at Diablo, and then we fucking measure. That water comes out so much fucking hotter than it goes in. And then they lie, and it's killed all the nitrogen. The cloud. Well, what do you think Fukushima did to our Pacific Ocean? Fuck, they boarded into there. The plume was flying over us. It's safer to live in fucking Tokyo when it comes to Fukushima than Los Angeles. Right. I mean, that's just absolutely fucking pure logic, pure reason. Kevin Blanch has proven it. Fucking the tide pools wipe out in 2012. The marine biologist in the high desert review. All that work I've done is historic. My tide pool fucking work alone is me, oh my no. If this was 34 years ago, I'd have 4 or 5 Nobel Prizes. Fucking including the bottom of the pyramid, Fukushima. Fucking Californium, rest in peace. The fires. I hypothesize it's going to cause a heat dome over the western United States. It's going to get into the trees. It's going to get into the pine. Pine needles hold fucking radiation from the sun. Gas inside the fucking needle. That's how they stay green all year. You ever been camping? You take the pine needles and throw on the fire and they go. I says, it's going to get into these. It's going to kill the fucking trees. Fuck, I'm the first one that reported that. I'm walking, looking at all the dead, and there's, it wasn't beetles. Just like the starvation on the first guys started reporting the starvation event on the fucking wells. They're like, no, they got a virus. And no. Everything I hypothesized, everything I did, I want to ask all you biologists out there, show me your field work. I mean, you have to have field work. You have to have field observation. Where's your hypothesis? You know, now you're coming out with your conclusion. You just jumping all the way without doing the fuck work. Welcome to lazy ass America. Fucking. In conclusion, the whales all started to starve to death in 2012. In conclusion, the gray whale started to starve in 2012. In conclusion, the humpback started trying 2012. In conclusion, the wasting disease that wiped out the starfish in the those upper California pupil urchins at Egghead, UC Davis fucking photos are mine. Fucking before and fucking after. This acute catastrophe. All fucking now it's coming out, include all 2012, and they're conclude global warming. Nuclear warming. Global warming. So you're telling me, now we know this is an acute radical outlier. It's absolutely unarguable. Kevin Blanch's work has verified that. And we know this because we have 13 years of data. We have the gray whale, we have the humpback, we have the fucking starfish fucking data. We have the salmon. Salmon didn't start to class the Chinook salmon until 2016. They go to sea for 5 years. Which Kevin Blanch says that'll be the smoking gun. We had record return 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, to the point where the Army Corps Engineers was putting up videos. Look at this. With the tribal takeout, with the fucking gill netting takeout, with the commercial and retail fishing takeout, in front of the Bonneville Dam, we had 4 million fucking salmon come by in 2015. Fuck, we're at 160,000. That acute drop is that fucking fast. The steelhead ices, they don't live in fucking Idaho and river getting down with Ezra Pound in the breeding grounds. No, they live in the ocean. They go to see one, they'll collapse immediately. Every said river from the Kenai all the way, the Kenai has less than 10,000 for the fucking year. They should be getting that a day, which they did. in fucking 2015. 100-pound beasts, they're all skinny, they're sucked up. The Rogue has fucking got 8,000 for the year. They should have 200,000-300,000. It's a fucking off the clip. We call those outliers versus outright liars. Which I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a marine biologist at Weber State. I'm a science professor at Weber State. I'm a fucking at Cal Berkeley, at UCLA, at USC, at Caltech, at Stanford. Stanford needs to be boarded up. Bankman Fried, Elizabeth fucking Holmes, Sam Altman, fucking corrupt fucking institution. Fucking teller, fucking scumbag. It needs to be boarded up. Copy, paste, PhDs. Your conclusion is all, oh, right, it all happened 2012 because they can run regression methods and they know it's undeniable. Come last time. So, in conclusion, is global warming. So they're saying that global warming now, every one of these started in 2012. We know that's factually untrue. We know global warming started in the industrialized fucking nation when they sorted out all the fucking streetcars in the United States. You know they did that. I mean, why is trains all over Europe? They were all over here. The auto industry, Operation Paperclip, fucking shove it up your ass, Chevrolet, fucking Ford, they fucking run the world. Operation Paperclip on Balco, on fucking chemo. In Car America, cars are up 8,000 fucking % just in the last few decades. The population has doubled over the 40 years. Cars are up 8,000%. And then you wonder why. And nuclear is. These radioisotopes pulse fucking heat, intense heat forever. So, you're telling me, I emailed these guys. So global warming started in 2012, huh? No. Well, that's what you just said in your conclusion. It just shows they're fraud. Global warming's been going steady like this since since nuclear was invented, since the 30s, 40s, the industrialization of Americana. 2012 it went. Well, what caused that to go 2012? At least three, I think it's 4. Core suns have burrowed. And it's been proven. I named it Delma Argentina syndrome in the early days, but it's been proven because TEPCO keeps sending in the fucking robots. They get down the hole, and they know that it's fucking deeper and deeper. It's burrowed in. Fuck, I think it got into the mantle, and that's when we had that fucking big acute fucking catastrophe on the peninsula where you can see Alaska, or see Russia from Alaska, vice versa, right there. Remember? Everything washed up dead, and fuck, you don't have to speak Russian to hear what they're saying. Fukushima. It's like you listen to the protests in China. You don't have to speak Chinese to hear the fucking giant fucking anti-nuclear Fukushima. Fucking in Korea, in Taiwan. You don't have to speak that language to understand the international fucking word for disaster now is Fukushima. But Trump won't say it. Biden won't say it. Obama said it. Obama said the Fukushima plume is coming over on March 17th, 21, one of the greatest lies. I mean, the only lie, I think it even bigger than Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction when they full well knew that was a fucking lie. How much fucking murder, rape did that fucking cause? Barack Obama, March 17, 2011, on the White House lawn, fucking, the plume is coming over us right now. Scientists tell us it's safe. There's no fucking need to take precautions. When Cheryl Mills, his aides, emails are coming out the exact same day to everyone in the Beltway saying, the plume is coming over. It is radioactive. Don't go outside. If you have been outside, wash your clothes, take a shower, take some fucking iodine tablet. They never told us that. Barack Obama full well, and he's flown out of the country. South America with fucking Jeffrey M. held on his 2 fucking planes. Seal here at GEU. I'm at G. I'm in the belly of the beast. I used to be the guy at the #1 school business in the country that we beat Wharton. We beat Musk. Fuck. Here we are in the same area. #1. Well, you take Michael Jordan off the fucking Bulls. What happened? You kick Kevin Blanch off because he's fighting the nuclear industry. I just go, what happened? They're under investigation by the FBI selling state secrets to China, and they rank dead last. Kind of like the Bulls. Fucking mission bay accomplished. Unfucking real. So that's what nuclear warming is. You got 3 fucking, and I hypotheses, cores are going to get into the fucking ocean. It's going to fucking boil the fucking ocean. It's going to hell of a way to boil planet. It's going to fucking break the chain. It's going to wipe out the plankton. The anchovies and sardines will go first. The tide pools will go first. The fucking starfish will go. That's what I hypothesize. It's going to cause a heat dome over the western United States. It's going to get in the trees. We're going to see unforeseen fucking fire events, unknown. We don't even know what the fuck it is. It's going to break the fucking chain. The salmon will go. The Chinook in 2016, as Kevin Blanch said millions of times. The fuck steelhead will go immediately because they go to sea 1 to 2 years. They're called half pounders. Everything I hypothesized, every single word. They're going to viciously attack. It's going to cause cancer. It's going to cause. I got leukemia. Just the fact that I go in a bone marrow transplant center on 11/11/11 with an unsurvivable cancer, alive and kicking. What a journey. What a story. The fact that they're able to slander me, attack me, dozens of YouTube fucking sites, Facebook pages, Reddit feeds, Twitter feeds with Kevin D. Blanch on it, calling me every name in the fucking book. You think the real people are that just fucking bored that want to just slander me? My own government, the fucking nuclear energy crime syndicate, the likes of Musk and Gates and fucking, and then, then they squash my work. I mean, you think about YouTube going after me and what they do, not just sequestering. I really think that's what caused my heart attack the last one. My bad valve. I had open heart surgery twice, fucking in this fucking nasty era, attacking me and slandering me while I'm in an ICU unit. By the way, the CEO of YouTube died of cancer on Nagasaki Day. You cannot make it up at 56 years old. And I wouldn't wish this disease on my worst enemy. And the nuclear energy crime syndicate is my worst enemy. So, by the way, the CEO of Exelon, Axelrod Rahm Emanuel, who propped up Barack Obama. I got to tell you, don't know what Hanford is. Obama, smarter. The left, mommy said I was smart. Mommy lied to you. Fucking Obama dumber. Fucking Trump dumbest. So Trump says nuclear warming. Now, is Trump talking about a nuclear exchange in a war, which he has many times over his life? Well, he used to talk Fukushima. He knows all about Fukushima. I asked Trump from here to there in Salt Lake in 2016 when he was running at the rally. Trump, he's coming off right there. You gonna talk about Fukushima? Yeah. Yes. Did he? He met with a B 17 times. Now, B was not the prime minister of Japan. Nato Kan was. And if you don't believe me, Nato Kan come up and fucking told me thank you. Fucking for my work. I was not sequestered in Japan. Go ask Kathy Iwani, who was paramount on us getting Sinanofri shut down. Go ask Rachel Godoya. Fucking her data fucking over there. This is Kevin Blanch was the only fucking information we were getting in Japan. They forced him out and found Abiy. Now, what happened to Abiy? Why was there no security around Abiy? Well, why do you think Trump's not fucking out rallying anymore? Because of what happened in fucking at that rally. And he that close. Well, you don't think that fucking rattle? Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm no fan of Trump's. I can't stand the fucker. I can't stand Biden. I fucking cannot fucking really stand fucking Obama. The Fukushima cover-up trilogy. I mean, come on. Come on. Will she say it when she becomes president if she does? Well, I know her personally. I have a serious hook with her because she worked with me on the shutdown of Sinanofri, the reactor in San Diego. Yeah, she was the AG then. Remember she raided PV's house with the highway patrol? I mean, we're the ones that put. Remember when PV told me and others to go fuck ourselves in public? That's your California Public Commission fucking criminal derelicts. The only thing green about California is fucking he loved his cow, he loved his plow. He loved to lay by that fucking, which used to be the cloud, the Pacific Ocean, which is now a crystal blue Italian stream, fucking full of sewer. It's brown. Fucking let's go swimming in the Olympics in fucking radioactive water. Let's have the surfing in Tahiti. Fucking, you know how much nuclear weapon fucking testing there's? What's a background level? What's a bikini atoll? What's a fucking A-bomb? What's a nuke bomb? I'm a butcher. What's a cow? I'm a baker. What's a cake? I'm a marine biologist at fucking Weber State, at Caltech, at fucking San Diego State. What's Fukushima? 3 full core suns in the Pacific Ocean that are hundreds of millions. Right there, 94 million miles away. How hot is it? Well, we have 3 of them. That's Livermore's logo. Bringing star power to Earth. Mission bay accomplished. Oh, they brought star power. There's 3 of them in the Pacific Ocean. And you think there's no byproduct from that. Breaking news, Elon Musk, fish swim. Breaking news, jet stream moves left to right. We're the down. The fact that they crashed RadNet on fucking March 11th, took it down, Gina McCarthy, and then made her climate czar, head of the EPA. Talk about criminal derelicts, and everybody goes along. Don't say the F word. Well, Musk said it. Trump still didn't say it. Trump just says, well, look what happened in Japan. Uninhabited, they tell us, for a couple 100,000 years. And he wouldn't say Chernobyl. He says Russia. He's that schooled up on fucking. They got everybody that schooled up. Don't say the F word. What's the punishment if you say it? Well, must be pretty severe. Must be worse than death, because all these people are willing to fucking give up their fucking lives to cover up the Fukushima. So the punishment must be worse than death. Well, I think they worship money so fucking hard that they think that money is more important than fucking life. This is how socially engineered. How did they do it? Operation Foxconn News. George W. Bush won 2000. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Pat Tillman fight off 9 million Al Qaeda. No, he didn't. Saddam Hussein it was. No, he didn't. And they full well knew these were all fucking lies. Fucking the plume is coming over, so now it's not radioactive safe. And Trump doubles down. Nuclear warming. Edward Snowden, who was in Japan, by the way, right before it happened in 2010, 2011. Go ask Oliver Stone. Remember he made the Snow Job movie? That fucking creep. Talk about a CIA creep. What he did to Jim Morrison fucking is so outrageous. That fuck. What a criminal derelict. Fuck. Talk about a natural born killer. Fucking Pandora's promise on Balco on chemo. Fuck. Oh, they gave us a promise. I flipped the bottle behind my fucking back and shattered it with a bat. Snow Job. I got all the way to the top. I was the number one clearance. The number one fucking had top fucking clearance surveillance in the CIA. That's what I did for a living. I'm the best hacker in the world. I hacked in to the top and found out I wasn't the top. There's another top. 60 Minutes. On 60 Minutes, he told the world. Well, who's the other top? Global oligarchs. And nobody stands up to them. Well, guess what? CIA rats. Fukushima kills global oligarchs. And CIA cover up fucking queens, kings, and fucking serfs. Pop, pop, oh, I'll be dropping their never stop. Stay tuned. Bringing star power to Earth. Mission bay accomplished. When that thing can give you cancer from 93 million, there's 3 of them in the ocean. What's nuclear warming? I just told you. Hell of a way to boil a planet, Kevin Blanch, March 2011. I got a great idea. Let's boil all the Earth's water over and over and over, and that will cool down the planet. Welcome to the fucking theater of the insane called Americano. Stay tuned.